my friends, how are you? This is Harun, sitting here in the park, like almost every day, and almost every day I come here to this park. It's very close to my house because it gives me something very important, and maybe I will talk about it, but first let me thank you that you are with me, listening together, you and me, to this moment and what it brings, because I never plan what I'm going to speak about. Well, I have ideas maybe about things that I would like to talk about, but each time that I play this camera on, I discover that the moment is much stronger than my plans. It has a mysterious quality that I cannot plan in advance. So I think it's better to be in the moment when we talk to each other, so then we can be new, fresh, like this moment, and alive like this moment. This moment is always so alive, like fresh spring that comes from the depth of the earth, or from the depth of the mysterious of life. Each moment has this immense power of mysteriousness, of being new, of being alive. So it's not such a bad idea to be in this moment because we all want so badly to feel that we are alive. You know, this culture that we live in, we could say the Western culture, but actually the whole earth has become Western, so it is not longer a Western culture, but this human culture actually. So if we take a look at our culture as humans, our culture builds upon endless tryings, endless efforts, endless forms of ideas how to make us feel alive. When we go to the movies, creates strong emotions through special effects, through the drama in the story. through very strong images. So the movie steers our emotions very strongly, and for this short period of time when we sit there in the movie theater, we feel alive. The music is very strong. The music effects of explosions and space machines and guns and everything is so fast and exciting, and so it makes us feel alive. If you take a look at the television, it is all about things that makes us feel alive. And it doesn't matter if things that we see in the television are good or bad, so to speak, because the passion to feel alive is above all things, whether they are good or bad. We have to feel alive. We have to feel alive, because if we are not feeling this way, we feel as if our life is passing away. It's a kind of deep feeling of death. And unconsciously we fear this feeling of death, of not being alive. So we have to do things that excites us, that makes us feel strongly and powerfully alive. So in the television, of course, every commercial that the television has in it, it's all about excitement. If it's about the new drink, beverage, you see the pictures of young men and women swimming in the swimming pool or in the sea, and they're all jumping and look so strongly happy and excited, and maybe we see them travel around the world, see beautiful mountains or sit in beautiful beaches far away. And then we have this unconscious feeling of, wow, this is excitement, this is life. And because we want so badly to feel alive, this is what the commercial man builds its campaigns about, because they know that we want to feel alive, so they give us commercials that has the sense of aliveness in it, of excitement. Then after the commercials we have the news. Now the news is no different than this. The news that supposedly are there to give us an objective look at what's going on. Actually, it is not the case at all. It is not objective at all, because the news are edited in a way that everything that in it will excite us, will make us feel strongly. this park that I sit in, it's so peaceful and beautiful. Look, I'm surrounded by beautiful birds. Do you see them? They're so beautiful. Look. And everything around me is so magnificent. The color of the grass that the sun produces, the light of the sun. It's shimmering and it's alive, and the skies and clouds. But no reporter of any news company will come and take this moment and put it in the news, in the television. So, is the television or the news truly gives us a report of what's happening? Of course not, because we just saw it together. What's happening now around me is just beauty. So why don't the reporter will come and report this? Because this is what's happening. But no, the reporters are not interested in reporting at all. They're interested in give us the things that are happening. I don't say that they are not happening, but they select the things in the world that will stir our emotions the most. So they select the terrorism, and they select wars, and they select the economy situation, and they select everything that will stir our emotions, that will make us feel, and it doesn't important to them if these emotions that they create in us are bad or good. The only thing that is important is that they will be strong, and they don't care that if they scare us and makes us feel so bad about things that happen. They take part of the all bad emotions that are in this world. They don't care about it because they don't know what they are doing. They don't know that focusing all about terrible things that are happening makes a reality of bad things. So they make us feel strongly. And then after the commercials and the news, we have maybe a talk show. And in the talk show, you will see maybe a famous guy that came out of nowhere and became very rich, very known. And so it makes us again feel a sense of excitement of being alive. And he tells a story about how he succeeded, how he came from poverty to being so rich and famous. And we feel alive, we want to achieve this. And then afterwards, maybe the next guest will be a beautiful woman that will sit there with her amazing legs and body and beauty. And of course, this will make us very excited. So we talked about the movies, the television, the commercials, and the news. There are of course the Grand Canyons or malls. In Israel we call it canyon. Big building with dozens of stores to buy things. It's all about makes us feel alive, makes us excited. And we want new cars, and we have cellular phone with all its colors and applications and games and things. So from the moment we wake up in the morning till we fall asleep at night, we are surrounded by, actually we surround ourselves by dozens of things that will make us feel alive. Because at the beginning of this talk I mentioned that every one of us has this deep need to feel alive. And so our emotions has become our tool of feeling alive. If we can steer our emotions powerfully, if we can move them strongly, then we feel a sense of aliveness. And this is what our culture is all about, steering our emotions. And most of us think that this is living, this is life, because we are grown that way. We are grown to think that this is life. You have to feel. You have to feel, and you have to feel strongly. Otherwise, you will have the feeling that you are not living. But emotions they have also a shadow that we don't want to remember. Our whole life are dependent on emotions, strong emotions. But the shadow of emotions that we take unknowingly with us is that they are part of the duality. It is impossible to be in the dual world, the world of duality, with only one aspect, only one polar. Everything that is in the dual world has two polarities. This is the law of life. So our life are like a swing between the two polarities of emotions. And this is why we suffer, because at this moment maybe I am very excited and happy with my strong emotion, with my lover maybe, and the next moment I will have the second polarity of this exact emotion. I can't escape it, because this is the law of life. It is a swing, going from one side to another, then back. I have good emotion, and unknowingly it is going to the second polarity of bad emotion. I'm excited and happy, and gradually I will become unhappy. There is no escape of this law. But there is no problem also with this law. It is exactly like the sun that the earth surround, and then we have the polarity of nature, of day and night, of summer and winter, of warmth and cold, and all the aspects of life. This is simply life. There's no problem with it, but we are not arguing with the winter that comes and its difficulties and cold, maybe disease, because we know that this is the unavoidable movement of life. But we argue each moment of our life with the polarity of our emotions. All our lives are the effort of clinging to the one polarity of positive emotions. So it's a false effort. It's a useless effort, because we are trying to go against the laws of life. So, because we are not aware of this, our culture is a constant effort to create new and stronger ways to make us excited, because then we hope that somehow we can hold the positive polarity